The question that people ask me the most is, where do you get your energy? Well, you too can have access to ageless energy if you are willing to commit yourself to a healthier life. Let me give you the big picture first. You need to cultivate your physical, mental, and spiritual energy so that you can be action-oriented, you can be dynamic, you can be fruitful and prolific. How do you do that? You might be wondering by now. First, you break away from all ideas. So to have ageless energy, you break away from the old belief system. For example, be humble. Acknowledge when you are wrong. Many people are so concerned with being right that they waste their mental energy criticizing, blaming, complaining, condemning, and denying. If you are wrong, acknowledge that you are wrong and move on with it. Another of my ways to cultivate ageless energy is by facing up to your mistakes. People think that if that is a sign of weakness to say, I made a mistake. It is the opposite. It is actually a sign of mental maturity, personal strength, and individual character. Another of my ways of breaking away from all ideas is by being flexible when you get new information, new knowledge. Don't be afraid to say, I changed my mind. Once you get the new knowledge, once you get the new information, it's okay to say, I changed my mind. People get into situation and they stay on that situation even though for the reasons that they are afraid of saying that I make a mistake, that I can change my mind. Investing your time in developing these core values will allow you to be able to take advantage of the endless possibilities around you. You will have that constant, ageless energy, enthusiasm that will keep you motivated and moving ahead. Now let's talk about what changes can you make in your environment so you can have ageless energy. Number one, you must sort out, purge, eliminate, delete from your life toxic, negative people, places, and things that will allow you to feel happier, healthy, and terrific about yourself. Number two, another of my ways to developing ageless energy is to have proper nutrition. You have to eat 90% of the time good nutrition, good food. So that way you can perform at your best, so that way you can do one of the things is, before I go in that direction, that the food has to be the right balance, the right portions, and the right food. So that way you feel fabulous. Being slightly underweight is much better than being overweight. Good health is essential for happiness and long life, and especially for ageless energy. Another of my ways to have ageless energy is to exercise and train every day for vitality and balance. The best way is to do cardio exercises, is to do right now it's very popular, the boot camps, fitness programs such as bodybuilding, lifting weight, resisting weight. That is phenomenal because it allows you to develop your muscle so that way you can have even better energy, ageless. Another of my ways to have ageless energy is to rest. let me tell you one thing. When you go to the gym and you exercise, and when you rest, you go to sleep at night, that's when your growth hormone increases in those 2 moments, when you're exercising and when you're sleeping. So you better get your rest at least from 7 to 8 hours a night, every single night, so that way you feel fully rested. Another of my ways to have ageless energy is to have a positive mental attitude. Your ability to keep your mind on what you want and don't focus on what you don't want is one of the best decisions that you can ever make. So what I would suggest, after all these things that I'm giving you, make or create for yourself a personal mental fitness plan. See, the mind and the emotions have to be trained as well as the physical body. So the first thing that what I will suggest for you to do is the following. Commit to renew your mind every single day along with your attitude. Resolve that for the rest of your life, you are going to keep your mind only on what you want and those things that are positive, loving, and constructive. And you are going to, another thing that I will suggest, number 3, that you are going to think and talk positively and enthusiastically about your goals, about other people, and everything that is going on in your life. The more you keep your conversation focused on your goals and in what you want, the greater you will have a greater amount of ageless energy, strength, and power, and you will feel terrific. See, my ways might not be easy, but I assure you they are transforming.